The architect readied himself. He construed the goods of earth and sky as tools, and weighted plans of origins, built two-piece planks for wood and stone. He began creating. Waters trickled through the Shee, and life sprung from the ground. The wolf and its antelope, the bear and its fish, all the work of the architect.
The Shee can be dangerous to one such as yourself. The world is changing. The she is not as peaceful as it once was.
Welcome.
A seerstalk! I cannot believe it! Here is your reward. You more than deserve it. I shall administer this to Luca at once. The seerstalk should make quick work of the venom. Safe travels. Hello.
Thank you, stranger. Our house tells me if it were not for you, I would not have recovered. I am not accustomed to such injury. Usually I am more than capable of taking care of myself. I have no desire to encounter that thresh again. You shall not find a more malevolent fae. I had hoped to avoid them while I traversed the She. I fled as soon as I saw the thresh. I did not flee fast enough. You have not seen much of the world if you know not of the travelers. Entertainers, gypsies, thieves. They go where they want, when they want, and more often than not, take what they want along the way. I hear they are always open to recruiting new blood, so if you have a talent, perhaps you should introduce yourself. There was a time when all of Dalentarth was as the She is now. Primordial, ancient, knowing. It is a place of fae magic, both wild and immortal. Tread carefully in its depths. Nature, for all her beauty, can be cruel. A quiet sort, but if you can get him to speak, he has a disarming sense of humor. He defers to our house when within the lodge, but it's Citric who takes the lead should they venture into the She. I still feel weak, but I am better, thanks to you and our house. I came to the She in search of my father, who has been missing for some time. I thought he might be here, for he is obsessed with the Fey hollows of Dalentarth. Our house was kind enough to offer lodging while I searched. He is a most interesting Varani. I would not have survived if he had not found me. He's been very kind to me while I recover. Do not make that claim lightly, for a thresh is not something so easily overcome. In truth, I would walk easier through the She knowing the thresh has been removed. Please reconsider, for though I wish to see an end put to this creature, I would not risk your life or that of any other. If you are determined to defeat it, I will tell you where I encountered it. But go with care, for I have no desire to send you to your death. The thresh attacked me in the eastern She, south of the river. Normally, I would ask that you reconsider such a dangerous pursuit. But, because you are insistent, I shall tell you this. The thresh is in the eastern She, south of the river. Later, then.
So, there was indeed a group of brownies attacking those on the trail to Detir. Well, here is the reward I promised for taking care of them. Still, it is strange that brownies would act in such a way. I wonder. A thresh is a vicious fey creature, a twisted spirit of the trees. You'll find them deep within the She. I steer clear of them, and I suggest you do the same. But if you find yourself up against one, set it ablaze. They make a merry bonfire. Hard to believe she came so close to death now that she's recovered so quickly. Our house has been showing her around the lodge and talking her ears off about his days as a sea captain. Funny, I've never seen our house act like that around anyone before. I've heard of something that could make them act that aggressively, but it can't be here. We must go to Rundemere. It is the largest brownie den in the She. I'm sure we will find the answer there. Make sure you are prepared. Brownies may look weak, but they are ferocious in large numbers. After you are ready, head south. Rundemere is a fey hollow on the edge of the She. I will meet you there. It is a fey hollow on the southern edge of the She. The brownies that inhabit it have never been more than a nuisance, until now. We're going to Rundemere to find out why the brownies have been ambushing people in the She. Another time, then.
You are a force to be reckoned with. It's not easy to defeat such a vicious monster. Please, take this reward. My heart will no longer be filled with dread when I venture into the She. Farewell.
Well met.
As the architect laboured, he found an inferno. There, in the heart of the Feywood, the fire raged. It consumed all life uncontrollably. He faced the inferno, but could not quell its hunger. In despair, he looked upon the She. He saw the saplings nourished by the gentlest of touches. He went to the river and said, "Follow this path and you will never run dry." The river changed its course and fell onto the blaze. A tired sigh escaped the water. It remains as an azured mist upon the land, ringing with fate's song. Its broomy brow left a sheen of rich dew on every leaf and blade of grass. The fires abated, the rock cloven by time, and the cascades sauntering through this vale. The architect finished crafting the she. This haunting beauty, a mystic requiem for the fading of Ashara's other children. It will forever remain the body of the forest, built from an ordered wilderness, constructed by a natural chaos.
Good. You made it. It is as I feared. A Croddock has made its lair at the bottom of this hollow. We will need to find it and kill it. Croddock are vile beasts, which feast on the flesh of the dead. For some reason, brownies flock to them, eager to act as soldiers, often bringing back kills so the Croddock can feast. Be wary of Croddock. Their spit is deadly. The Croddock is sending the brownies of Rundemir out to collect corpses for it to feed on. That is the reason they've been ambushing wayfarers in the She. We must find it and destroy it. Be careful. The teeth of a brownie can leave a hideous scar. How can I help? Be careful. The teeth of a brownie can leave a hideous scar. It is done. With the Craddock dead, the brownies should cease their ambushes and the trail to Detir will be safe again. Thank you for your help. I would not have been able to defeat the monster on my own. Goodbye.
not like the others. You are welcome here. Niralim has been waiting. Niralim says few words, and even fewer words are spoken of the children of dust. You are quite the exception. Niralim would not mention you unless there was some pressing matter of fate. You should speak with the wise tree yourself and learn of what has been foreseen. Chosen by the Summer Court, I serve as one of many tenders to Niralim. Occasionally I'm privileged enough to hear the wisdom of the great tree itself. Niralim is wiser than King Tatarian and older than memory itself. Niralim's words of wisdom carry much weight with the Summer Court. We care for the tree, making sure it grows strong and true. But we are more than just simple gardeners. It is an honor to be one of the chosen who meditate in the shade of Niralim's wisdom, cultivating and bonding with its spirit. Go with wisdom.
Careful where you tread, for these grounds are sacred.
The great tree speaks to you. Save yourself.
Niralim, may your wisdom grow within us all.
She sought to bring the light of truth, to save a village plagued, to find a cure for them, her quest, the Maid of Windermere, her test. She faced the evil maid enraged, she trembled with her wrath. Undo your evil magic now, or I will end this tale, I vow.
Come closer, little curiosity. The curious one seeks a way to the Fae, but it has found its way to the boughs of the World Tree instead. Rest, Quickling, and I may study you. Look around you, and I am all that you can see. My roots spread across Dalantarth. My leaves read the winds from Frostbrine Coast to Alabastra. My family and I circle this world. We were saplings when your kind emerged from the dark, and we will grow with you until this world burns once again. My roots spread wide and deep, and I have heard what brought you here, but I cannot see where you go hence. The time of the Fae is passing. I must shelter them in their twilight, and protect them from the Prismere corruption that spreads in their kin. I know your needs, but the predators circle Issa in her nest, and I cannot allow another to enter. Issa's end has always been certain, buried beneath Prismere blades. I can only hold back the tide, but you, perhaps you can change the currents. Where you tread, you mark all you touch. Before I would help you, I must know. Will you be a kind gardener, or a careless reaper? Like all quicklings, you are eager to act. I would rather see the method of your action. A tribe of trolls has been corrupted with Prismere. Their matriarch, Nash, has united the clans in the first step on the path of Dalentarth's demise. You can change this fate, but to what? In doing so, you may awaken a more dangerous threat, like your ally, Aelin Shear. She walks a dark and tangled path. A path you once walked together before you died. But your path is your own now. Defeat Nash, remove the taint of Prismere. Then I shall see who you are, if not who you will become. Aelin Shear is a mystery and a simplicity. She is focused in a way few quicklings are. Her dedication is true, but I do not know the cause. Together you have walked dark paths beneath my boughs. You knew one another before your death, or thought you knew each other. Like the sun in the sky, they knew me when I was a sapling, and they will know me when I rot. But they will never know change, nor how to save themselves from their patterns. Only one Fae has ever truly changed, and he now leads an army to destroy your kind. The last great Fae city, at once the birth of their dream, the throne of their great realm, and the deathbed of their kind. In thanks to High King Titarian, my boughs stand vigil over their city in their twilight. Only by my leave may visitors see them in their weakness. The fates of quicklings are very simple. Growing, consuming, expanding, dying, and always rushing predictably along your paths. You are unique among them. You decide your own direction. But does that mean you will choose anything different? I can no longer ignore the quicklings like your kind, who rush through the world, ever anxious, ever eager, ever evolving, but never changing. Fools who hack at my roots and burn, and sometimes sages who hang from my branches and learn. To creatures of flesh like yourself, Prismere is a powerful tool to harness magic. But to creatures of pure magic, like Tuatha or trolls, Prismeer is so much more. To them, it is a curse, a blessing, and a rapture all in one. It drives them and consumes them. And to the weak-willed, it corrupts them utterly. The Troll Matriarch. Prismeer has corrupted her, making her cruel, cunning, and far more ambitious than her brethren. She bears the marks of the Tuatha, and she shares their murderous intent. Walk your path. Nash and her brood draw up. The Troll Matriarch and her brood await at Haxi. Their corruption burns my roots and threatens our future. I am as world trees have ever been since the dawn of time. I watch, I understand, and I remember. Walk your path and watch your ally.
I thought I'd find you here. That damned tree sent me. He has roots and branches all through the forest, but I was so hoping you'd be enough of a distraction for me to pass unnoticed. He said we should walk this path together. Thought I could help you, or maybe that you could help me. The gardens of Issa, home of the Summer Fae, once spread from the forests of Dalentarth, across the plains of Erethel, and even through the deserts of Ditir. Between the madness of the war and the spread of man, Alfar, and Gnome, the Summer Fae lose a little more ground every day. A tragedy for them. I've never met Nash. Trolls and Darkwolfar rarely invite each other to tea. But if she's matriarch of a clan, you can be sure that she's strong. And if she's so corrupted that Niralim is nervous about her, then she must pose a bigger threat than most trolls. Let's not keep Nash waiting.